Good to see you.
That was completely planned.
Yeah, we did it.
We didn't just get breakfast and realize it's 10:25. Oh. Hi, Saber.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is
everybody? Good morning. All right, so I think you all know the deal. Good.
6 bullets, 7 rounds.
So I'm going to start
Bullets.
off a little bit. I do convention vlogs, and, well, I guess I don't need to vlog anything right now, do I?
Nah, it's not
Do
necessary.
I? Is there anything I should be vlogging right now? Should I vlog you guys? Should I vlog them? Okay. The guy in the front row telling me I'm number one was by far the most charming part of that.
You are a champion, my friend. Oh, yes.
Good morning.
That's
good
what I
night.
like to see.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. In the morning, my voice is very low. Ooh. Yes.
Do your Dusty Cat voice.
Hello, welcome to Bronies React. I am Dusty, and I'm here with Screwy, my faithful assistant from Canada, land of apology.
I'm Screwball. Y'all having a fun convention? Were any of you at the concert last night?
Yes.
Quite nice, wasn't it?
It was incredulous. Incredible. What does incredulous mean? The only time I ever use that word is when I'm substituting it for incredible.
So I guess it means incredible.
I guess it does. It's like
Flabbergasted?
then yes, yes.
So you were the only one that showed up.
You run the series, and here I am like, man, he's late. I guess I'm his secretary. We'll buy him some time.
That's what we expected. We actually did it on purpose because we wanted to see the look on your face when we walked in.
Well, sometimes you have to test someone's true love, and I could see just the look on your face that.
So I just didn't.
I
was going to make a joke, but this is a PG panel.
There's nothing more satisfying than seeing your lover cry over you. I wouldn't know. I'm assuming.
I ship it.
So what have you guys thought so far? MSP, you guys having fun? Good. How many of you have seen Bronies React?
Oh,
That's about half.
Mom. Me neither.
Yeah, so this panel, is, I told you about that. We were having a conversation about like what you naturally do on mic. I work at a racetrack as an announcer. Gabe occasionally works on mic as, what do you do?
I was the lead singer for the Seventh Fleet Band in Japan. So I got to tour the world and sing pop songs in the Navy. It was really weird.
And so we both kind of have these different ways of handling a mic. And we were going over the Who's Line panel we did. Did any of you see that, by the way, the Who's Line panel?
Oh.
I still have some cake in my ear, so. But we were watching that and talking about how, when I start laughing, I always don't laugh in the mic because I'm like, well, they can't know I'm having a good time. Where you were talking about how you do the opposite whenever you're about to make a noise.
But the problem is it's reflexive. It's completely beyond my control. So if I'm about to laugh or if any kind of sound is about to come out of my face, including a burp or a sneeze, I will put the mic up to it. And I've done that in some situations where it wasn't the most appropriate. But this is not one of them.
We have 5 seats up here. Where are the other 2?
All right. So admittedly, I guess I just like asking questions in this one right now. Like it's a Q&A panel, but we're the Q and you're the A. So
always remember, you are the A.
Who was at the concert last night? Who was there till the very end? And you guys are here? My voice is just about gone. I'm going to sound like Rainbow Dash during this panel, which isn't that bad of a thing, but I knew he'd be excited about this. Are you excited about that?
Yes, I guess.
Good. But what we're pretty much going to do up here is do a lot of Q&A. We had a panel like this at BronyCon, and we talked about a little bit about the series, which you guys probably know most about. And we had a ton of people that wanted to ask questions. And what was kind of a bummer was that we weren't able to get through a lot of the questions. There was a huge line of questions still going through. And I was told that I believe we have a mic set up somewhere. There it is, perfectly where I won't be able to see the person's face, just how I like it.
Excuse me?
Bachelor number one.
I like it. I like to imagine what they look like when I hear their voice. Wow.
Race, how about you tell us about Bronies React for the people who haven't seen it?
Yes. Is there anyone here who hasn't seen a Bronies React on YouTube? Okay. So what we do is we'll react to something that's major in the community, whether it be a video that someone created or an episode, usually a premiere or a finale. And it started off originally from a video from a series called Teens React, and they did a reaction to My Little Pony, specifically to the men that watch it.
Men that watch joke's ever done.
It's a little bit strange.
That's
I give you that.
disturbing.
I give you that. And what happened was they showed them the intro and then asked them questions and said, "So, why do you guys like this show?" And it wasn't a very positive response from the teens.
They're teens. Enough said.
Oh, okay. And so what I decided would be kind of funny is if we just did kind of a parody react back at them. Like, hey, why don't we just, say, or just basically kind of turn the tables a little bit and be like, well, react back at you, buddy. And we did it. And I was thinking, it'll be kind of a funny thing, gather some guys that maybe the community would recognize and just have some fun with it. Well, within 3 days of the upload, it hit 100,000 views. And I was like, oh. Huh. Now, neither of these guys were actually in that first video, but throughout the series, what I like to do is bring in new faces. Sometimes something just really clicks, and with both these guys, it kind of did. Have you guys seen Saberspark in any of these reacts? Did you guys see him get stuck in Equestria in the last one? Obviously, he's still there. And then, of course, Black Griffin, also in the reacts.
I had pizza between my teeth the entire time, but you couldn't see.
I was thinking about just like doing a super zoom right on it and just being like, the beauty. Well, I mean, there's not much that you can't do besides floss.
I have to be bad at something. Oh, that was so cocky. Someone hit me.
Good morning, everybody.
We haven't had our coffee yet either.
No, well, basically, I mentioned how I was doing convention vlogs, which I did with you guys. Gabe and I, we were looking out the window just before we went to bed, and we're like, it's funny. It looks like the sun's coming up. The sun's coming up.
You guys stayed up that late?
It was only like 5:30.
What time did you go to
break?
You went to bed at 5:30.
Yes.
What's wrong with you people?
A lot. A lot is wrong. So we have a what? Oh! We also have a guy that managed to wake up. Mike the microphone, ladies and gentlemen.
I have no idea how I'm awake.
I thought you were going to say, I have no idea how I got here.
I really don't. That too. I was up till 4:30 playing Mario Kart. No joke. No, my friends were talking smack. They were like, hey, try and beat this time trial time. I beat it by a full second.
Well, glad you can make it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike the microphone in quite a few of our reacts as well. Mike, last night, I want to talk a little about the concert. What I'm always amazed about is when I do see you the morning after a concert, because you exert a ton of energy just by going, and next up, the Living Tombstone! And I'm just like, man, that guy works the mic.
Dude, seriously? Like, I could hold that for like a good 5 seconds longer.
Well,
Come on, man.
my voice is shot. My voice is gone
Dude,
after.
so is mine.
But no, thanks for being able to join us up here.
Absolutely. No, I thought it was going to start later, and I actually panicked when I saw that it was already going.
Well,
We
to be
did
honest,
too.
I thought it was going to start later too. I showed up
Did you
about 2
really?
minutes. Yes, just a little bit. But yeah, so we're just about at the point of jumping into Q&A. I figure what we'll do first is just kind of introduce ourselves. I've already talked about who everyone is up here. You guys pretty much know who I am. As I said, I make the Bronies Reacts. I do some convention vlogs. I make some random videos on my channel.
He's
Saber,
beautiful.
what do you do?
ADD is one heck of a disorder. I do all kinds of stuff. I do random videos where I wear high heels and jump in bounce houses. I do videos where I run away from pandas and then shoot them. Right, Gabe? That
Yes.
was fun. I do videos where I talk about My Little Pony and like gender roles and social norms and whatnot. So I can't decide like on one thing to stick with. So I just try to do it all. That's my stuff.
Gabe?
Hello, everybody. I started out doing animations and stuff, like the Twilight-licious thing and the Pinky-licious and stuff. But then other people took it over. I was like, thank you. And then I started doing music, and that's kind of what I do. Right now I'm working on an album with my brother, Basic, who is in Pensacola, Florida, flying jets. No big deal. No big deal. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I do.
And Mike, sometimes I kind of consider you the video game guru of the community.
You know what? I'm pretty damn good at video games.
That's why I don't play.
No, my God, no. I'm terrible at video games. No, I do music and sometimes dramatic readings when they strike me just right.
I've read some of them.
Oh my God, the yaoi fangirl thing took off.
Mike, if you're still sitting up here by the end of the panel, like I'm almost worried, like
Right,
that chair's
that
a
I'm
little
just gonna
high for
kind of
someone falling asleep.
No, I'm getting there. It might happen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? You ready to open it up to Q&A?
Do it.
Yeah, go
All
for
right,
it.
let's do this.
Make it so.
So if you guys have a question, the microphone is in that vicinity.
The microphone is to your immediate left. Please line
Oh,
up in
but
a single
both
file
sides?
line.
Oh,
Thank
there's
you.
one over there too, guys.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wow, we have a mic on either side.
What's perfect about both
Hey.
is that the speakers
that's Mike,
will.
that's I.
So what do you think that person looks
Step
like?
up, don't be shy. Ask whatever
Sounds
you
pretty.
like now.
Sounds excellent.
Can we get like some Jeopardy music playing?
Well, that was the other thing too. We had an awesome couple of days so far. The concerts were just off the hook,
Unfreaking believable.
and the AV guys have been just all
Oh
over
my
this
God,
stuff. So once again, can we give them a round of applause?
Yeah, this con's been amazing.
Now, there's one guy, Jeremy, who I've been like going back and forth, like, can we do this? Is it okay if we get cake all over the stage? Just pretend like you didn't tell me that, and we'll go with it. Okay, cool.
There's still cake on the stage, by the way.
And as Gabe and I were heading over, all of a sudden we realized, why is Jeremy sitting here if the panel starts in 5 minutes? He was getting some breakfast and whatnot, but no, it looks like everyone over there's got it covered, so good on ya. Good on ya. Ah,
What does that mean?
Good. I was gonna ask the
I
same
don't know, I
question.
think it's Australian for good on ya. Yeah. All right, so how about we start on, what side do you guys like?
I like the left.
Ours
My
or theirs?
left. My left.
All right, let's start on the left.
So my favorite scene in the Bronies React is when you're talking about whenever someone has a camera put in front of them, they take their opinion to the extreme and then just stares at the camera for a few seconds. What is your favorite moment in any of the Brony Reacts?
That is always a tough question. I want to also mention he's referring to a reaction by Denotive, who was also rocking it out here for the last couple of days. Did you guys see Denotive? Isn't that guy incredibly sexy? Like,
Understatement.
favorite moments.
You got a few. During the season 2 finale react, there was this moment where Black Griffin. Okay, it was during the scene I think when Cadence kind of showed that she was Chrysalis, and it was going to a commercial break, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, oh no!" And then Gabe here, all of a sudden, he's just looking at the screen all intently, and then goes, "Ah!" and just screams bloody murder. And it was just out of nowhere. And I was at work at the time. Like, I was a lifeguard, and I was walking to the pump room on my phone because it's Adult Swim, and I was kind of watching it, and I just kind of like falling over laughing. It was just so out of left field. That was my favorite moment from the series.
We had an episode that, for some reason, the commercial almost stuck out as much as the episode did. Gak. And I don't know, just the way that spiraled downward, and it kept going downward. That was probably one of my favorite moments in the React series, because it's like, what's going on? Why is Gak back?
I think Dean Oda summed up the best. He was just sitting there. He's like,
what was he watching, though?
Why is Gak back?
Yeah, but there was something on his computer, like, it didn't sound like the Gak commercial to me. I hear this, and he goes...
It was like
that
the
was the
very
Gak
end.
commercial.
Yeah, it was like the very end of it. They put it in slow motion for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, that's creepy.
I don't know.
My favorite moment is probably in Bronies React to Equestria Girls. When Celestia walks out, Sirius Spark goes, "She's really tall, like a giant, like a titan." And it cuts to this animated thing where he's taken the opening, music from Attack on Titan, and he's pasted faces, of all the characters over the Titans and everything. And then at the very end, he has this little thing that flashes like, "See, PMBers, I can edit."
I have to say anything that involves editing Saber Spark's voice into music. I've seen many things where people take just clips from the reacts and then make music just using your screams and your voices.
There was the Brony Can.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one. Yeah,
that was great.
That had to be my favorite thing that came out of Nebula.
That guy is rumored to make another one,
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah, he commented on the latest React that we did, and he's like, "So, another React's out, ... And he put it like 100 rows down, ... And I'm like, the anticipation builds. Now, so I want to ask one more time. How many of you did see the Season 4 finale? And the React that came with it?
Wow.
What did you guys think of Jack's Blade?
No.
Jack's Blade, he sent me his footage. For those that don't know, he's incredibly into anime, DBZ. Yeah.
Love Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man, that's my jam, man. When it's like whoop-ish, and then he's like, "Oh man, no, I ain't having that. It's like whoop-boosh. He's like, he pounded the ground's like, it's awesome, man.
That entire scene, when I first got footage from everyone, he sent me something, and it was like 3 minutes worth, and I'm like, okay, if you want to send me anything extra, that works too, Jax, because you sent me 3 minutes worth of stuff. And then I watched it. And I've never seen someone freak out for so long and not shut up. I was like, this is phenomenal. So that scene was another favorite for me.
Didn't you approach him saying, "Hey, Jax, can you go back and record some more questions?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "My voice is gone. I can't."
No,
do this.
he couldn't. He pretty much did that first, and he was falling over. He's like, I need a break. So yeah, Jack's Blade, and of course I also want to give a shout out to everyone else. There's been I think this convention had the most people from Bronies React. I know we have up here Paleo Steno. Paleo, please stand up.
Won't the real Paleo please stand up? Please stand up.
There's Final Draft was in the React as well.
Yes, B-Vids, who's been around. I don't see him in here, but he might be asleep, and I don't blame him. Or he might be hungover.
Or both.
And we mentioned D-Nota, but a lot of people who've been in the Reacts, and everybody who isn't here, who couldn't make it, have been in the Reacts. We added it up. It's, 39 people?
Yeah,
now?
I did the math. I think it was we've had 39 people from the fandom and 5 people or 4 people from the show who've been on the series. So, is that a lawnmower? Sorry. Yeah, but we've had a lot of people show up in this series. It's pretty cool.
By the way, I just realized that was one question. This is why we don't get through many.
And that's when I started.
Round, go.
Let's go over to the right side.
What up, guys? All right,
Hey.
listen. My question has the potential of being two-part. Now, I understand that the video is shot at one point in time, then sent in. Now, do you guys because I don't know if you're waiting for Ace's message essentially like, hey, send me in your footage. Do you guys watch the episodes on the release date, or do you wait a little while for it? And if you do wait, how does the anticipation just kill you, going like, everybody else has seen the season 4 finale and I haven't yet?
For me, this was actually a funny scenario for Equestria Girls, because I refused to watch Equestria Girls until I had the camera in front of me. Sometimes it's one way, sometimes it's the other. I don't really have you guys can't watch it until you're filming it. It's pretty much, people do it both ways. Like, Gabe, I know sometimes you'll be sitting there and I have 45 minutes worth of footage and you're like, wait, what? This happens in the episode? I'm like, okay, well, he's watching it for the first time. But then other people, they'll edit their stuff down. I was going to mention the Equestria Girls, for me, the problem with that was that the reason that it was about a month after it came out, or maybe a month and a half, was because of all the conventions going on. So everyone's like, this Flash Sentry guy, and I'm like, who? Yeah. Is he from like an anime? I don't get it.
Yes.
I don't know exactly how you guys do it.
Well, I usually watch it like on the Hacks Mega live stream, and then
Shout out
Hacks Mega. Does anybody else watch his live stream at all? Hacks Mega? Yeah, I like his stuff. All right, but I'll watch it there, and then I'll usually watch the episode again with Paleo on Skype. And then Reyes will like light the beacons of Minas Tirith and says, time to do the React. And then I'll watch it a third time and make little notes about, oh, this is, the thing is, some people think we're not genuine with our Reacts, like it's just a bunch of over-the-top stuff, but like I'll keep little notes of what I thought when I first saw certain things in episodes and then put them on a piece of paper and then go back and react to it. So that's how I do it.
I do that too, and again, it kind of depends on the episode and if I had time to watch it before. And even sometimes when I do have time, I decide not to, depending on how big the episode is. But what I like to do sometimes is watch it through once and film myself. And sometimes my reaction is internal, because obviously when you're sitting in your house watching it, you don't go, whoa, that one part where they did that one thing and they did, you know? So
you just turn to that invisible person who's not in your room, like, did
Well,
you see that?
I do
Did you
that.
see that?
I do that sometimes,
And
but
his
not when
parents
I'm
are
watching
shaking
TV.
their heads like, we worry.
But you know, what I just try to do is externalize my initial reaction, and sometimes I'll have the video window small, and I'll take notes on the things that I want to react to on the right, and then I'll just kind of read them sometimes. But yeah, it's just kind of externalizing what is inside.
And then I know for you, Mike, one thing that we do a lot, you're kind of the specialist when it comes to like the short videos, the fan videos that are out there in the community or maybe outside of the community. So I imagine for you, how exactly does it work for you? Have you ever seen a video that you'd never seen before?
Almost every film. Well, okay, with the exception of Cupcakes HD. Smile HD, when I saw that for the first time, I was like, oh my God. like I knew what I was getting into the moment it started, but I didn't expect that. And so that kind of that caught me off guard really badly. But for the most part, I just try to avoid watching anything until he's just like, "Hey, watch it," and I'm like, "All right, here we go, going in blind."
And yeah, and one thing that I've pointed this out before, but what I'll do is I'll send them for a whole episode. It's a little bit different, but I'll send a huge format, and what it does is it just has a breakdown of the scenes and kind of like my thought on it. Just I know that you were laughing. I had a typo.
Yeah, he had a spelling error. I think it was like, instead of Luna, it was like Tuna or something like that. Princess Tuna, is that a new character?
How do you even do that, dude? L and T are nowhere near each other on the keyboard.
Well, when I have as much sleep as I had today, it's actually a very easy thing to do.
Yeah, should I hear
What? Tuna. Actually, and I'll say it
a
out loud.
fanfic
too.
out of that. Princess Tuna.
Won't you cry for me?
I'm stuck in a net.
in the sea.
Next question.
I was wondering, for Jeffrey over here, I have a present for you. Could I give that to you now or later? Or what?
Jeffrey.
They know your street name.
They do.
That
From
means
the
they
hood.
know where you live.
And then a question for Jeffrey, Gabriel, and Mike over here.
He knows
could
all
you
of our
s-
names except Mike's.
Except mine, apparently. Wow.
Poor Mike.
Could you sign my boobs?
I actually already saw the last gentleman who asked a question. I signed his nipple last night. Actually, that is the third nipple I've signed in the history.
Meet
of
us
conventions.
after the show.
We have a very colorful fandom.
So that present now or later?
What do you think?
I think now.
Okay, let's do it now. I'm
Here we
nervous.
go.
I hope it's not a lap dance.
I'm nervous.
I'm too tired.
What do we
for a
got
lap
here?
Dance.
It's from Star Trek.
It is.
It's from the parking lot.
Tink. This is the first piece of the orbital friendship cannon.
The best part, it's from Larson's car.
Thank you, sir. I will cherish this forever.
Actually, I want to know where you got it. From Walmart.
So Walmart's in that business now.
Right.
Enough said.
5-finger discount.
Next question.
In a nutshell, from start to finish, what is like the process of making a Bronies React video?
All right, so this last episode that we had, it came out May 10th, I think. And for this one, I was already contacting people saying we're going to be doing a React, and that's about it actually. I just said we're going to be doing a React. I'm going to
That's
send
all
out the
you
format.
do.
That's pretty much
Just,
all. I
hey, we're doing a React. Here's the paper.
enjoy. So for what I'll do is I'll send out a format, and usually it comes out a couple days later. I got this one out like an hour or two later because I think I was going to be gone for a couple of days, and I'm like, I want to get this out before MSP and cut it very close with that. So I send out a format, and I usually give people a week or two to give me their footage in because we all have lives. I'm not like, hey, what do you mean you have to go to work? What do you mean you have to go to school? So yeah, so I like to give people a chance to get their footage in. That's why I would never suggest, oh yeah, expect something out in the next few days. I always kind of just wait and build it up a little bit. It's usually a 1 to 2 week process of getting footage. And then once I have the footage, it's about a week worth of editing. And I know I answered this last time. I said it's about a month-long process. And it still is. The editing, I have to go through, I sort the footage, I watch through everyone's stuff, and then I start cutting it up, and then I start putting it in order, and then I kind of do this so I don't miss anything, because sometimes something will end up, you know, I mentioned this also at BronyCon, how I can't go off of time codes in the editing process because, or I'm sorry, audio clips in the editing process, because sometimes people don't say something when I'm editing it. Like, I referenced you at BronyCon. It's like, all of a sudden you'll just get this facial expression. I was like, he's too tired to do it. But, so yeah, so overall, once I get the editing done, I generally post it. Yeah.
What about writing the description and the title? Okay.
Well,
That's just there when it uploads, man.
He's got an intern for that.
Oh, so you?
Are you? Hours.
You're his hot secretary, right?
Yeah, wait till you see me in my mini skirt.
That's an understatement.
That's the bonus react.
I would pay to see that, actually.
You wouldn't be the first.
Okay.
Next question.
All right. Gabe, do you think you got your message across on your opinion on the Twilight Century ship? And everyone else, do you think he got his message across?
No.
What do I have to do next?
You have to get a tattoo on your chest.
It was a bit subtle. For those that don't know, Gabe jumped out of a plane to get his message across that he did not agree with the Twilight and Flash shipping because there was a reason behind it. Weren't you?
No, there's no reason.
No, I thought it was something about your OC and.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
I thought so.
My waifu.
But
My
no,
pony waifu. Yes, Don.
That's actually a very kind of interesting story because when I was when I was talking to Gabe, he's like, "Okay, so I have this footage and I want to do this with it." And yeah, no, I thought that was a hilarious little deal of yours.
Thank you. No, yeah, I filmed Bronies React, and I was scheduled to hike. Thank you. Mount Fuji the next day, and then I realized that I record with my iPhone, It's the camera of champions. I realized that it had stopped recording like 5 minutes in, and I was like, so then I had to hike Fuji. And then when I was up there, I was like, I'm going to do something with this. So I did. I filmed the thing on top of Fuji, and then I got back, and I was incredibly sunburned and stiff, and I was like trying to react to everything. And then that's when I was like, if I'm going to do the Fuji thing, I might as well take it to the next level. And so, yeah, then I did the skydiving thing. I'm a skydiver.
What aren't you?
A philanthropist.
A human, apparently.
The worst part is when I'm watching this footage of skydiving, I'm like, we're never going to top this. What I got to do, jump off the skyscraper without a parachute and hope I bounce off like a canopy and maybe live. Doing, Luna's best pony.
All right, next question.
You guys can feel free and say no to this, but can I hug you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
$5.
Hers $5.
You know what? Actually, now that I think
can't
about it.
stand right now. Come on.
Friendship truly is magic.
Aww.
Gross.
You are such a brony.
Pegasister.
Next question, and then I think after that question we'll stick to this side as far as the line goes. So.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Yo.
Are you planning to add any more bronies to the Bronies React series?
Say that again?
Are you planning to add any more bronies to the Bronies React series?
Always. I always try to have at least one new face in every React. We have our kind of our regulars, and then people that I like to kind of sort through and get everyone in. Like Mike, when I was talking to you about the panel, you're like, well, I kind of haven't been on one in a while.
I've been on like 2, I think.
But it's you're so iconic, But so I always like to get new faces in. I don't like to reveal potential faces because sometimes they don't work out. I usually just save it until I hit upload, and then people are like, oh. Like we had I'm a Toon Link. He was a new addition. Have you guys seen his videos?
Yep.
What's your favorite? Well, I know my favorite video of his is probably the first one I ever saw on his channel.
Let's go to the castle.
That was him? Oh my gosh, I'm his biggest fan.
No, I gotta say though, your video, Saber Spark, where you dropped your Fluttershy.
Yeah, you should have seen my mom afterwards.
Fluttershy dropped it down the head, just broke off, and he screamed.
My mom was walking in front of the basement when I did that, so I'm like, I believe in you. Shut up! Sorry, Mom. She just sees a little pony head bouncing off the floor, and she's like, what's wrong with my 25-year-old son? I'm making you proud.
So, yeah, to answer that question, yes, I always try to get someone new in it, keep it fresh and all that. Next question.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
What's your opinion on the new Equestria Girls movie and the Rainbow Rocks franchise?
Money.
It's a sequel?
Talking about how we do these ranks sometimes, I sometimes make it to where I don't see too much of something beforehand. I've actually avoided watching any of the shorts that have been released because
All 15 of them?
Yeah. Well, every week they're like, by the way, here's another thing. We extended it by 3 minutes.
Technically, it's like by the time they're done, they'll have a full feature-length film of shorts already there. It's like, they're sneaking in a third film. We don't even know it yet.
So for me, I haven't seen actually that much regarding it yet. I've been waiting for a trailer to come out from Hasbro. Once they finally give me one, then maybe we'll have something to do with it.
Perhaps.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know, opinion-wise, I mean, do you have any thoughts besides money?
Not much, except if I see Flash Century again, I'm gonna ride a tiger.
Guys, I kind of realized something. Okay, so we all know in the Equestria world, Big Mac is kind of dating Shirley, right?
Yes.
But in the Equestria world, the Equestria Girls world, he's a student and she's a teacher. So I'm like, wait a second, this is scandalous. What's going on here?
That's a fantastic point.
Hasbro, got you.
I honestly have no comment on either. Their hair is nice, I guess. It's huge. I could live in that. You could rent out space in that.
I'm still freaked out a little bit by their body like geometry. I'm like, those legs are about 4 times as long as they're supposed to be.
No, I gotta say though, I was getting a Mad Bon Jovi vibe from frickin' Rainbow Dash though. Like, wow.
Well, Rainbow Dash. Next question.
What are your least favorite episodes?
Oh boy.
Ne'er-do-well. Ne'er-do-well. Mysterious ne'er-do-well.
Oh!
Daring don't.
Well, I hate that one, but because you said that, I don't even remember what it's called. The owl one, the first owl one.
Owlicious.
Yes, I couldn't stand that one. Owls, well then, right? I forgot. It's a pun.
Someday
I think I
I'll watch
repressed
the
it.
show. I was very confident with that answer.
Oh, just me, Spike.
They hinted at blood in that episode.
God, probably the Iron Will episode. I just do not like Fluttershy. I just don't.
Oh no!
I don't. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't. I've said this
Throw
every
down.
convention.
Iron Will is, I don't know, it's so funny.
No, I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Did not like it. I'm sorry. Did not enjoy it.
Oh, it's too bad.
Did not enjoy it.
Next question.
Yeah, this one is for ACRacebest.
Yes?
Me and my friend Little Shy were wondering how the heck you record all your videos and like have them out the next day. Like, do you like stay up all night to edit?
The convention vlogs, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny because when I do stay with, usually rooming with people, I am usually the last one to go to bed because I'll put my footage on my laptop, I'll edit it down to 7 to 10 minutes, and yeah, I'm usually up for a couple hours doing that after every night. So when people are like, "Hey, you got to come to this party," I'm like, or I'm just never gonna sleep. It's one or the other. So yeah, no, I do those all overnight, and luckily the hotel we're at has decent internet. So
It's the worst because I was staying.
Yes, one
I'm
meg
not
up
at this
and
one,
one
by the
meg
way.
down. That's fantastic internet.
I'm sharing a room with those guys. Was it Friday nights? And Gabe here is nocturnal because he's so super intelligent. His brain won't let him sleep. He's just constantly awake 24/7. He's from the West Coast doing his editing, and I'm laying in bed. I'm like, "What are you guys doing awake?" Wow, that's like $50. That's like 40 more than he promised. I'm done. Go ahead.
So yeah, next question.
So, I was wondering, I am a shipper, obviously, but I like to ship Lyra and Dr. Hooves and Soren and Fluttershy, which aren't very usual ships. Do you have any interesting ships that you don't usually see around? Like, if you do ship anything?
The Titanic and the USS Reagan.
I don't think that one's that uncommon.
Because it sank.
Oh.
Oh, what, too soon? I'm sorry.
Huh. I don't know if I have really any unusual ones. I mean, yeah. No, I don't think it's. You go.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey, I like you.
I don't like that shipping.
Not
She
as
means
much
the
as you like
book.
Twilight, apparently.
But if you cosplay, and then we'll talk. No, I'm just kidding.
No, actually, I do got one. I'm gonna go Rarity and Hayseed Turnip Truck.
Yes. Oh, that could get interesting.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Rarity!
Oh, hey, Seed, you're so unorthodox.
You're a hot mess.
Do you got one, Mike?
Gross. Oh, it's my turn. No, I don't, because I don't ship. I stay away from that because that is just a minefield waiting to happen. The last thing I need is somebody coming up to me. What did you say about my wife? As you can see, I'm finally awake.
Good morning. Next question.
I was wondering if you guys ever planned on doing just a Pega Sister reaction.
Ooh. I'd actually, yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be interesting.
I'd actually like to see that.
Or you guys dressed
It's
as
not
a drag.
actually
Monty.
There's a couple things I've considered doing. One is that actually a Pegasus to React. Another is maybe doing one with little kids in the React. I think that would be fun.
Target demographic.
Why would little
React.
kids
Oh my
watch
God,
My Little
please.
Pony?
And it sounds odd, but that's why I think it just
Like
might be odd enough.
Girls and children watching My Little Pony? This is so unorthodox.
This is our show, God.
So it's not something that hasn't been on the drawing board before. The one thing that I now am going to have to figure out is I just recently found out that I'm now part of the employment land.
He got a job.
I got a job. So
A
I
good
just got
job.
hired.
Yeah.
I start work on Monday, tomorrow, at 8:30 in the morning.
Wow.
I fly home and I get home at like after midnight. So I'm like gonna be like, first day of work.
Thanks for hiring me. It's okay to sleep here.
Why
you
were
know,
you-
first impressions.
Why were you late for your first day of work?
Ponies.
Get out.
Next question.
Hey, I got a question for Jeffrey, and then I have a question for Stefan. Stefan,
find our
first of all,
Oh my
you are a really good hugger. And for Jeffrey, can you promote my YouTube channel and your convention vlog?
What is
We
it?
need more money than.
It's Mr. Rainbow Flag. It has a video of me flapping my tits around to the beat of the Mario theme song.
What website?
Who wouldn't promote that?
Do you have this video on you? Because I am intrigued, man. Where are you going? Show me this video.
He's doing his heroic walk away. He's just like,
I'm sorry.
I've
this
left my
sounds
mark on this
freaking
fandom.
legendary. I gotta see this. Yeah, I know.
wow.
Oh my lord.
Well, that was exciting.
That was something. All right.
I love you guys, by the way. They're always an interesting moment at these conventions. Next question.
I'm sorry, I just don't know how to top that one, so I'm just
Probably not even worth trying.
I'm half tempted to show you my tits now, but. All right. My question is actually for all you guys. It's not really a Bronies React question. Is where did you guys like come up with like the names for your YouTube channels and like the names we call you by in general?
Wait, so our names for our YouTube channels? Oh God. Okay. So
You really do have like $50 there.
I know. I'm going to the slots after this. Bet it all on red. All right. So back in 2011 or 2007, I made a YouTube channel, and at the time I played World of Warcraft, and my name on there was Saber Steve, and because I wanted to make it Scuba Steve, but that was taken, so I made Saber Steve. And then when the YouTube stuff popped up, that name was taken, Saber Steve. And I thought, okay, well, Saber Spark, whatever. And then I got into the pony stuff a few years later, and I was going to come up with a new alias for that. I was going to be Professor Pony. I'm so glad that never happened.
Wow, bullet dodged.
Wow. Oh, man. But, yeah, that's where it came from. It's like some divine cloud, light comes down and says, Saber Spark's your name now. It was more like a lack of options, so that's why.
It
was
is
Saber
your
Spark.
destiny to choose Saberspark as your YouTube handle.
Well, I'm just proud because when you type in Saber Spark on YouTube, I pop up before saber-toothed tigers. So I'm like, the most mighty land carnivore ever, besides dinosaurs.
Since the elephant.
And I got them beat. Who's the apex predator now?
So from this point on, I'm calling you Professor Pony.
What's the AC stand for?
So, my name, AC.
tell us?
Yes. Actually, what's funny is people are like, why don't you ever say? And I've actually mentioned it like 3 or 4 times. All right, so history lesson. When I was back in AIM instant messaging days, I made an
Ancient
account
times.
because I was like, I need to have a name, a really creative name. I like racing. ACRacebest. ACRacebest. There we go. So ACRacebest, that's how it showed up. I held on to that name forever. People would call me Race on forums and whatnot, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Okay, we'll stick with that. I made a YouTube account back in 2011, and I tried to use ACRacebest, and it was like, nope, not available. So like I'm probably either gonna have to add numbers or letters or something. And the forum that I was on at the time, called the Acorn Cafe, connecting the dots. It's a Chippendale Rescue Rangers forum, and I was like, I'm gonna start. Yeah! Who knows the show? Yeah!
Of all the things to have a forum about Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yes!
That is fantastic. Can I join?
Yes! The
Great.
Acorn
Okay,
Cafe.
new handle, AC Mike the Mike.
Can you imagine how confused like the people who are like the strippers from Chippendales are like,
Is that
this
what they
is
call
not where
them,
we
chippers?
belong.
Great. Bye, Bronies. Gonna be a chipper now.
So what happened with all that is that when I first made my channel, I'm like, I'm gonna make a whole channel dedicated to making videos about Chippendale Rescue Rangers. So I made it something called Chipception. I think it's self-explanatory. It's the first video on my channel. You can look it up. And yeah, I didn't make another one ever again until.
But why?
Until recently. I don't know. It was just, I think I made it, and I was like, this is going to get all the views in the world.
Can we please just have a Bronies react to Chippendale Rescue Rangers now?
Yes, we can.
All right. Oh, that is a story.
There you go. I'm glad that Mike enjoyed this so much.
Oh my God. Okay, so third time I've nearly died this weekend.
Wow. Okay. That's okay. So no way.
Chipception?
Delightful.
Good.
Can we get it on the screen?
That's amazing.
Copyright. Chippendale.
All right. Have a remix contest. Remix the Chippendale Rescue Rangers theme song.
Tombstone already did that.
He's about to. I'm gonna call him.
What they do, wake me up. Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Oh, that sounds so amazing. I'll get right on it.
Well, anyway, my YouTube name was a handle that I went with for a really long time. When I was 13, the movie The Chronicles of Narnia came out, and I loved the Griffins in the movie. And then when I was 14, I bought my first laptop computer, and it was a Dell, and it was black. And I was like, I could name the hard drive. I was like, sweet, black, Griffin. Yeah, that's cool.
I always kind of thought it had something to do with the show.
Not at all.
Wow.
But then years later, when I was 18, I made a DeviantArt page, and I uploaded some How to Train Your Dragon fan art. It was the first digital art that I did on the computer. Yes.
I'm learning new things from you, actually.
Yeah, but I tend to obsess for brief periods of time about things. I'm like, what? What? Oh, I'm just kind of intense.
You're
ADD.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the layman's term.
No. I'm sorry. No, you have the special case. It's called ADOS, and it stands for Attention Deficit. Oh, shiny.
Exactly. Yes. But I didn't know what to name. I didn't know what to name my DeviantArt page, so I decided to go with Black Griffin. But Black Griffin was taken, so I added a 0 for the O, and that's the name.
I thought the 0 was because you were trying to be edgy.
No.
I am Black Griffin. My
That's
soul
zero.
is just as black.
It's never been done before.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought I was being clever. That is literally the whole story. I was in a Steam group for the longest time, and I actually started doing dramatic readings in that, the MLP Steam group. And this is back before it had like even 1,000 people in that. And I was kind of like, well, crap, what do I do with myself? Well, I do that voiceover thing, music, there's microphones, mic, yeah, whatever, let's go with that. And that's literally it. Like, I don't have a fantastic story, unfortunately.
Your
I'm just a guy who
YouTube
thought
banner is amazing.
No, my YouTube handle,
With Jaden
actually, I
Smith.
put 0 there, and I spelled out 0 because I accidentally deleted the page that was just Mike the Microphone.
Oh, no.
I mean the art of the banner in your channel.
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
no,
Mike the microphone 0, and for 0 you have Jaden Smith. Like
Yes,
face.
actually, no.
That was
You actually
beautiful.
pronounced that Jaden Smith in the name. So it's actually Mike the telephone Jaden Smith. I loved you in Karate Kid.
All right, this follow-up. Could I get hugs and signatures?
Can it be after the
How about
panel?
after the panel? We'll make it happen.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Woo! Hugs and autographs.
Can I bro host some all of you?
Meet us after the panel. We'll do them. Woo!
See you there.
Bro hoofs.
Yes.
Oh.
Mike's like, I'll let you know.
Hi there. I just have a question for all of you. I'm not sure what your opinion is. You know how in Canada the Friendship is Magic show airs on the preschool targeted Treehouse. I'm not sure what your feelings are on that. You know, that should be like more of a YTV thing or not.
I think it's fine because it's meant for a younger demographic. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as the kids are enjoying it, then there's no problem with that. Like, I mean, that's all there. It's a kids show. Kids should watch it and enjoy it. So I honestly, and like especially young kids, they're gonna see that colorful stuff flashing on screen. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god,
You're absolutely
right, Mom, what is this?"
See, I don't know if I've ever met a brony who hasn't watched the show on their computers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't watch it on TV. I watch it on YouTube where I can start and stop.
Thank you, Zyro, for always uploading the
Thank
1080p
you.
episodes.
Yes.
You're a god among men.
Plus, I actually posted something about this recently on Twitter where when I was editing, actually, you know, hearing comments and seeing people discussing the episodes and whatnot. And, you know, the one thing you always see is a show for little girls, sure. But what I love is we always focus about how, oh, this is so not a show for little girls. I think it's cooler to look at it as, no, this is a show for little girls.
No, you know what
That's
else was a show?
awesome.
You know what else was a show for little girls? Sailor Moon.
Point taken.
Okay, y'all don't think shows for little girls can't be bad A? You wrong. Watch some Sailor Moon, straight up.
Well, I was with my niece. She's 2 years old, and she was having a fit, and I got my phone out, and I turned on My Little Pony, and it just caught her attention, and we were watching the first episode, and I was just sitting there watching it with her, and she's laying in my lap just intently watching it. I'm like, this is what this is all about, where you can have, you know, your niece or a young kid watching with an adult, and you're both entertained. That's all it's about. It's fun to watch.
Saberspark for Professor Pony for president.
PPP.
Next question.
What I'm thanking all of you because for this being my first con, it's been great and awesome.
Dude, you
and
picked a
ever
good
since
one.
I found out about all of you guys, I've been getting more and more into the fandom, and that's how I got into the con. And now I'm in the mood for Rainbow Dash.
Yes.
Last time that Gabe and I started freaking out about Rainbow Dash when we were on stage together, we were on shorter chairs.
And there wasn't a pokey, potentially painful thing behind us.
But Rainbow Dash, yay. Next question.
That's Fluttershy.
Hello, you guys. First of all, I have to say thank you so much for all the reactions, for all the emotion and hard work you put on your videos. That's a really, really great job. And
Thank you.
And that's why I enjoy most of your videos, aside from the review ones. But anyway, I only
Shots
have...
fired at Paleo Stein and Tommy Oliver.
Well, anyway, I have a few questions. First of all, for all the reactions you made, I mean, the season premieres, the season finales, and everything related about the fandom itself, which video reactions are your most favorites, or which videos are most proud of it?
Let's see. Overall, I actually was really proud about how what ended up happening with the Equestria Girls reaction.
Oh.
And the reason was it was so long that I'm like, nobody's gonna watch this. It's 46 minutes long. That right now is now the most popular Bronies React there is. It's topped 1 million views in a couple, or not a couple months, but in about 8 months. And I was like, oh, bring on Equestria Girls too. All right. So that's my personal favorite overall reaction.
Season 2 finale reaction was my favorite. It was just, everybody was just so excited, and everybody's reaction was spot on. Although the season 4 finale one was great too. I just love how the intro began with Orchestral's design, you know, putting the ponies down and Tombstone calling you, and everybody was just getting into it. It just felt like, you know, because we haven't had a react in like months, and it was just nice to see everybody kind of gather up and rally the troops to do this. That was a good feeling. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I still think I had the most fun doing the Equestria Girls one. That was so crazy. So that's probably my favorite, but it's hard to pick because they're different.
I've done one React. So my
No,
choices
you've done two. At
my
least.
choices are limited, and I don't remember either of them.
You were Slenderman, and then you were the colossal douche.
That's right. You mean a typical GameStop employee?
No,
Yes.
you had the Attack on Titan mask on. That was fun. That was good fun.
No, I actually worked at GameStop at the time. That's the best part. I was totally in character. No, seriously, GameStop's terrible. Anyways, but no, I think the Slenderman one was my favorite. That suit has since been burned though because it fell in a pile of mud and there was no salvaging that.
Oh. How did it end up in mud?
Because I was carrying it and it fell out of my bag.
Oh.
Middle of rain, and I just looked down and I said, I hate my life.
I love that one too, just with that little scene when Slenderman shows up behind you. It's funny because it's you, and it was like we pieced it together in a way that made it look like, this. I also love what you did with Slenderman, how you turned him into this like, hello, like a nice British fellow.
Oh, it's just like, what's funny is actually I wasn't going to do that at all, and my friends I kid you not, like probably about a week before Halloween, my friends are just like, order the suit and do it or else I'm going to beat the crap out of you. Like all of my friends, they all threatened to gang up on me, and I was like, fine. And then on Halloween we went out and we terrorized high school students, and it was fantastic.
Oh, well, my next question is, what's coming up next from Bronies React? From Bronies React, which plans you have from the future for this project?
I don't yet have a roster for sure, but I would be very surprised if it didn't have to do with Equestria Girls 2. Now, the movie doesn't come out till September, I think, but that's why I'm like, Hasbro, where's the trailer?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing just because after this passes, I'm just going to be singing in my head, I can't remember what happened in September.
Well, there you go. It's been a wild ride with this guy. Let's see what next question he has.
I have a question for all of you. Like, are any of you furries?
Yeah, actually. I actually MC the dance competition at Further Confusion in San Jose every year, which is amazing. If you've never seen somebody breakdance in a fursuit, it's the most impressive thing in the world. And I'm not talking like, little pop and lock it. I'm talking, there's a guy who came from Japan and broke it down better than any b-boy outside of a fursuit. It was no joke. Look it up online. Just look up these dance comps because these people are incredible. One guy ripped his pants. No joke, and he still won.
Oh, and for
Pants
Gabriel,
outside his fursuit.
Jeffrey, and crap, what's your name? Stefan.
Actually, it's stuffing.
You are looking a bit more plump than usual.
I
No, to be honest, you're actually looking really good.
You really
at
are,
this
dude.
convention.
Thank you.
No, dude, you have lost a lot of weight and you look fantastic, though.
Thank you.
You have the sexiest neck beard I've ever seen.
Thank you, Jack's Blades workout.
That's a compliment, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
keep the change, you filthy animal.
Keep the change, you
filthy animal.
So I sent you guys friend requests on your personal Facebook pages. Are you gonna accept that or what?
I don't even check my Facebook, man.
My
no, I'm still trying to find you.
I still Dodger.
I'm trying to set up the auto accept. So once I get that going, yeah.
Oh, you're
awesome, sweet.
Do people still use Facebook?
MySpace.
No. It's all about MySpace.
No.
Excuse me, I use my live journal, thank you.
MySpace.
Carrier pigeons.
Gaia Online. Let's just go all the way back.
Ask blog. I don't know. Reddit.
Pony Express.
I do want to thank. Do we have one more question over there? Oh, we do. All right.
One final question. This one goes out to Saberspark. Now, I know that you often, at times at conventions, get asked if you can read people's fanfics. But for once, I would like to ask on behalf of the audience, would you do us the pleasure at some point in the near future to read us yours?
My fanfic?
Your fanfic.
Actually already sent it to Larson. He accepted it. It's being drafted for
Season
an
5
episode.
spoilers?
Yeah.
Season 5 spoilers!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. You're going to love the Just wait and see.
If this doesn't have a self-insert crossover, I'm gonna be mad.
Let's just say it includes Celestia, Discord, a turkey baster.
Oh, no.
The tape on the head is another horn. Dang it, get your minds out of the gutter.
Too late. It's far too late. Well, guys, that's a great way to end it. Thanks for coming out to the Bronies React panel. We hope you had a good time. Thank you, Mike, Gabe, Saber.
Stuffing.
Grace. I want to give it up for ACRace for making probably one of my favorite series on YouTube right now.
Thank you.
For real.
Have fun, everyone.
Okay.